Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
ऊर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृता त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् 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 ऊर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृता
1, 2. बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. बोले श्री Krishna Chandra ki jai. So devotees, firstly let me say welcome to each and every one of you who are here this morning to witness this, what we refer to as the Antyeshti Sanskar, the final rites in the life of Krishna Arjoon Ramjit. Well, we know him as Nana. So before we go any further, I ask all of you to please stand as we are about to begin with our opening prayer. And as we mentioned, whenever we do funerals, there may be individuals of different religious persuasions. But that doesn't make a difference. We say all rivers and streams lead to the same ocean. So whatever religion you belong to, in your own way, you offer your prayer. What is most important at this point in time is prayer. So those who are Hindus, in your minds, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And those who are other religions, in your own way, you offer your prayer. As we begin with our morning's service. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om Sri Vigneshwaraya Namaha. Om Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Gajananam Bhutaganari Sevitam Kapita Jambu Falasar Bhakshanam Uma Sutam Shuka Vinashakarakam Namami Vigneshwara Para Pankajam Om Yang Brahma Varunindra Rudra Marutastun Vantatipyaistavair Vedehi Sanga Parikrama Upanishadurgayantiyam Samaga Dhyana Vastityadgati Namanasa Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyandang Navidhusura Surgana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Parmanabam Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadesham Megavarnam Subangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanainam Yogi Bhirganagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavaiharam Sarvalokaikanaatam Om Narayanaya Vidmahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat Sri Vishnu Devaya Namaha Sri Krishna Devaya Namaha. Bole Sri Vishnu Bhagwan ki Jai. Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai. Offer the flowers at the feet here. Sit down everyone. Yeah, he face all other faces. Okay. Well, let's sit down for a few minutes. Bring some chair now. So the motive is this morning. Yeah, this morning we are all assembled here, as I mentioned earlier, to take part in this, which is the final rites, the Antyeshti Karma in the life of, well, I will refer him to as Nana. I know him as Nana. So, in the life of Nana. As you always mention, just a few words which is important for us, all of us to understand. That ek din hame bhi jana hai. One day, every one of us, regardless of who we are, we have to leave this mortal coil. And as mentioned in our scripture, that death is inevitable. No matter who you are, death is inevitable. Every aspect, living aspect, every form of existence, be it a human being, be it a plant, be it an animal, analyze it and see. It doesn't last forever and ever and ever and ever. The animate has an end, and also the inanimate has an end. So everything in this world comes to an end at some point in time. That's what is important. Because all of us, we are here temporarily. We're not here permanently. And what is indicated? That we are all, based on our karmas, based on the actions that we have performed, we are here in this world. And I was mentioning last night, we have what we refer to as Sanchit Karma and Prarabdha Karma. Sanchit Karma, store up actions. That we all existed in the past, as Krishna Bhagavan mentioned in chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita. Arjun, we all existed in the past, we are here now, I will not fail to be here in the future. So this is how life is. So every one of us, regardless of who we are, we existed sometime in the past. We were around somewhere else, doing something else. Whatever karmas we have performed, give us this life. The life that we have now, living this life. After the life has completed, right, what we do? The body comes to an end, the soul leaves the body, it goes on to form other bodies, life continues. But what is important for us to always understand, every one of us, that you see what you see here, this is the eventual outcome of all of us. Nobody is here permanently. And this is a very, very important point for us to understand. That we're here just for a specific amount of time. Just a little bit of time. You know, I always use the analogy of my father, Pandasundat. He always mentioned that, you know, you go in the grocery and they say, a good deal. You buy one and get three free. But when it expires tomorrow, you decide to take it or not. But you see, in life, we have no choices like that. None of us know when the outcome, when death is going to take us. There's a saying, life is like a bubble. It can burst at any point in time. Meaning the uncertainty of life. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you live your life reckless. You live your life anyhow, with no ambition, with no concern. It doesn't mean that at all. What it really means is that every one of us, we are going to depart. And the length of life that we have in terms of our age is all based on our karmas. And you know, just to make the point here, this is where the Rasimala, etc. comes in so important. That when you see a child is born, you go to the Pandit, you check the name, you check, you know, the whole life, the lifespan of a child, grahas, etc. These are important things because this is going to give us a guide in life. So this is why it is so important. So Nana, 79 years. And as I mentioned yesterday, we have the 4 stages, Brahmacharya, Grihasti, Vampras and Sannyas. So he was in the final stage of his life, which is from around 75 or so till whenever. So the point about it is that he has lived a full life. And in individuals like these, we don't really mourn their death, as we say. We celebrate their life. For what they have achieved in life is phenomenal. They have passed through all the stages. Went through Brahmacharya, went through Grihasti, went through Vampras, and went through Sannyas. So they have the whole sum total of experiences. And the scriptures have indicated us that life is a sum total of experiences. This is what is important. Life is a sum total of experiences. Everything that we go through. Sometimes we make excuses, we make statements, you know, I know I had to struggle so much for, I know why this had happened, I don't know why it have to happen. Yes, that's emotion. But in reality, everything happens to us because of a reason. Nothing is by guess. Nothing. I say the mere fact that Nana lived till 79 years, that alone says the karma he has. Why some live at only 10 years? Why some die at 15? Why some die as a child born they die? What causes that? What causes that? And if you go to Ramayana, just to make this point here, when Lakshman and Nishad were sitting side by side, right? And the Nishad wanted to blame Keikayi. Say, Keikayi is the fault for Sri Ram to be lying down in the ground in the forest. He's so accustomed with all the, you know, the amenities of the palace, all the comfort, etc. Look at him today. He's lying on in the ground. He's lying on grass, eating bulbs, eating fruits, etc. Making that statement. And then Lakshman made a very, very important statement. He said, Nahi bhaiya, nijakrita karma bhoga sabavrata. That every one of us, we are responsible for our own karmas. That is in our mind. That nobody does anything for anybody else. You can't do nothing for me, I can't do nothing for you. Simply put in Trinidad language. But we facilitate each other. Every one of us. Right? We facilitate each other. We dare to support each other. But in reality, every one of us, we have to go through our karmas. As a matter of fact, I learned recently, there are certain conditions that we all come with, even before birth, that exist within us before birth. When I learned that, I was very surprised of myself, and surprised actually, and then that sort of help you understand where you are. What it says, the age that you're going to live until, that is already determined. That don't determine when you're born. That is predetermined in the empirical stage, as you say. Right? The age you are going to be. Right? The time of your death, that is predetermined. Right? Your educational status, determined. Occupational status, already determined. Financial status, already determined. And I add one more. The partner that you end up with, that is already destined. That is not by chance. And analyze it and see, how come you go down so many different directions and you end up in this direction, one place. You try so many different things and you end up in something that you totally never thought about. What caused that? That is not by chance. All that is part of karma. And everything, we must understand, everything in life is rooted in karma. Karma, everything is rooted in karma. Everything is because of karma. Action and reaction, cause and effect, etc. So here, Nana, the body of Nana is lying as we know him to be. And I always mention, and I believe this, and something have to come very, very, very strong, as they say, to convince me otherwise. That this, what we see in here, is a mere reference. I am of a reference. Kiran is a reference. Amit is a reference. So when you speak about Nana, you think about certain qualities, certain attitudes, certain things you think about. I say, the example, if I tell you go bring a dhatur for me, or exora, and you do not know how an exora does look, how you bring in? What you bring in? You understand? How you know what to bring? You must know the qualities of an exora, or a dhatur as the case may be, in order for you to bring it. So too, this here is a mere representation. Representation. So we say Nana, we think about everything about him. Everything, whether good or bad. We think everything about him. So this is what we say here. This is temporary. As Krishna Bhagavan mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, the real and the unreal. The real has, the unreal has no existence. It is temporary. And the real never ceases to be. So this is the unreal. Because why? It changes. It comes to an end at some point in time. So here, this has come to an end. This journey has come to an end. And you see all of us, right? Everybody's going to watch Shah Rukh Khan and watch Kajol and whoever the new one being about them and thing. I know the more older ones. Right? They go and watch them in movie and thing, right? And they like how they're acting. And you see Shah Rukh Khan get 2 bullets, boo, boo. He drop down and dead in the ground. All the old lady pull out the urn and start crying. Oh God, he dead. You think he really dead? That's just an act. Right? When he leave that stage, he leave out that part, come back and react another part again. This is how life is. Everything that takes place in our lives is an act. We are acting out the part that has been given to us, the play of life as we say. So we are actors in the stage of life. And every one of us, whatever we do, we are acting the part that has been given to us. As a matter of fact, let me rephrase that statement. We are acting the part that we have created for ourselves. Because nobody creates karma for anybody else. Nobody. Everybody creates their own karma. So whatever karma Nana has created, he has acted out his part in the play of life. His part has come to an end now. This scene has come to an end. What will happen? You see, Dipa, the mortal coil, the death of one form, according to Bhagavad Gita, the death of one form is but the prelude to the building up of another. So, this specific form, in this specific size, in this specific condition, everything that we know about it has come to an end. Has come to an end. What will happen now? Life continues in the hereafter. Now, as I mentioned, the reason why we do all of this is because of a relation. Right? We related to Nana one way or the other. Be the grandchildren, be the children, whoever, maybe the friend, maybe the enemy too. We all have some kind of relation. So I always mention, make the point, if you get up in the morning and you see somebody across the road, lie down in the road and they're dead, you will take them, bring them to your house, arrange, call the funeral home, do the bhandara and shaving for them. You go do that. You will call the authorities and say, hey, come, look, somebody lying down in the road, they're dead. Because you have no relationship with them. The reason why we do all of this is because of a relation. This is my near and dear one. So everything that we do here is because of the attachment. And as human beings, in life, we all attached. This is part of our nature, attachment. So we do this because of the attachment. This is Nana. This is my father. This is my father-in-law. This is my Aja. This is my Nana's the case, whatever the case may be. Right? How we refer to him is mere an attachment, is a referral. So this is what makes us do what we have to do. Otherwise, we're not doing it. Nobody. You understand what I'm saying? So the reference is this. But in reality, this is nothing but a lump of clay. Analyze it and see. Nothing but a lump of clay. If you do analysis on his body, his soul has left. Yes. Right? Unconscious. It becomes inert. When you say earth, living. Right? Like us, we are earth. Living. Consciousness. Inert. Non-living. So this is how this body, according to what scriptures have indicated us, according to what Vedanta has indicated us, this is nothing but a lump of clay. It's of no use at this point in time. When I say no use, we're not saying useless, but I mean in this form as it is, we cannot hold on to this form because of so many different reasons, deterioration, etc. We have to, right, dispose of this human form. And always remember one thing, that you see, as I mentioned earlier, nobody could do anything for anybody else. We are facilitators. The only thing that we could really do for ourselves, right, in terms of this, as we always say, dispose of the body in the best way possible. Dispose of this body in the best way possible, with all concern, all care, etc. But in reality, every one of us, we are responsible for ourselves. So Nana came in this world, right, existence, birth, growth, mortality, decay, death, the modifications. He has lived a life, right? He has lived a life. And in my opinion, however long I knew him, he lived a good life. A God-fearing life, put it that way. Fulfill his duties. fulfill responsibilities, right? And from stories, I always mention Nana was attached to our temple. He used to come to our temple sometime around with Bhakti Jyot. And he would be very good with everybody. When he sees service and everybody around, talking to him. And what he'll do, he'll give us stories from long time. That's one thing I admire about him. He gave us the long time stories. And he always spoke about how hard he worked. He always spoke about the sacrifices he made. He always spoke about the challenges he had. You know, he spoke about too, how many enemies he had too. If you understand what I mean. People who tried in all different ways to bring him down. But you know what? His mind. He said, Baba, I'm telling you, my mind's strong, you know. He used to always tell me that. He said, my mind's strong. I never let nobody pull me down. I never let nobody get the better of me. And this is how Nana was. This is how I know Nana to be. This is the sort of person he was. So Nana did what he had to do. He fulfilled his life responsibilities. He took care of Nani to the best. We know that. I know it must have a little thing in between and thing. You know, all is part of life journey. Well, for falling out, they'll quarrel, all is part. That's part of love. But the whole point about it that he always spoke about his family. He always spoke about his family. He spoke about his Nani. He spoke about his children. And he spoke about his grandchildren. He was very attached to his grandchildren. Very attached. As a matter of fact, he was a family man. And you see, Grihasti Ashram, this is a very, very important aspect of life. If you go to the Kewat, the Kathab, the Kewat, when Sri Ram wanted him to take him across the Ganga, he said, Nahi Prabhu, I'm not going to take you across the Ganga until I wash your feet. Why? He said, because the whole Rama, the Katha is that the dust from your feet transform rocks into women. And he has a boat. I said, the boat is my only means of taking care of my family. I don't know how else. No how else. That is the only means I have. So this is how Nana was. That he used whatever amenities he had, worked very, very hard, went through a lot of sacrifices, made a lot of sacrifices. As a matter of fact, sometimes he said, Pandit, I sacrificed myself too, you know. I sacrificed my happiness. All these things he spoke personally. When I say sit down talking, right? I never say it to anybody, but now, right? He said, I sacrificed myself. I sacrificed many of my own happiness, many of my own comfort to make sure my family is comfortable, to make sure my wife is well taken care of, my children, my grandchildren. You are a very close-knitted family man. And this is what life is about. As I said, life, with nobody perfect. Anybody who say perfect, well, that's the biggest imperfection, they say perfect. Nobody perfect. Because we are all, you know, in this world, the world of imperfection, put it that way. But you know, I have a different philosophy, eh? You know, if you have a white sheet, like all you have on white clothes, right? And I have a little dot in the bottom of your curtain there. And I ask 95% of the people, what you seen? 120 of them go tell you have a dot. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody goes to the white. But I like the opposite way. I like to look at the white and ignore the dot. Because you know why? The dot is me too. The dot is me too. I am part of that dot. You know, the imperfection. So we can't look at the imperfection. And always remember, in funerals, it is an example of life. All of us going to be here one day. And Nana, as I mentioned last night, this one person, look at how many different relations he had. Look how many different person's life he touched. Look how much different person's lives, you know, made a contribution towards. As a matter of fact, he mentioned one time that even though he didn't have, he would still make an effort to give something, to find a way to help someone. This is how life is supposed to be, Padupaka, charity. So in my opinion, Nana lived a full life. In my opinion, Nana lived a proper life. He lived what he's supposed to live, right? Whatever limitations you have to overgo all of that. And in life, as you say, you have two examples, what to take and what not to take. You have to decide. But I always like to take the positive. So he had lived his full life, did what he had to do, and as mentioned, ikadin hame bhi jana hai. One day we all have to leave. None of us are here permanently. And I bhi akela, jai bhi akela. Do din ka zindagi hai, do din ka mela. I know the Plaza song for the morning already. There's Plaza in funeral and think the dead man go hear it. We have to listen to those bhajans. Right? I bhi akela, I come alone. Jai bhi akela, I go alone. Do din, I'm just here for a day or two. Right? This whole world like a mela, a marketplace. I come, I do what I have to do, and I leave. And then the last two lines, I love these last lines. I always quote these last two lines. Sabake rehne hue, main hu akela. Even though we are all together, I am alone. Look at it here. All you seen anything in inside here, Kiran? You have any kind there? You have any house in there? Huh? You might have the house deed, but I not the house. You understand? You might have the land deed, that not the land. You might have the car insurance, that not the insurance. You understand what I'm saying? None of us go with any one of these things. All we go with us is what? The karmas we have created for ourselves. That is what is important. Our karmas, what we have created for ourselves, is what we go with. That gives us the hereafter, as we say. So this morning we are here, to perform this final rites. And as I mentioned earlier, all we can really do, that is needed to be done at this point in time, is to dispose the body in the best way possible. As I mentioned last night, sometimes all of these philosophies doesn't make any sense at this point in time, because it's the near and dear one. But I always add that I understand all of that because I went through that too. As I said, at 17 years, I lost my mother, right? I lost my nana, I lost my nani, I lost my mamu, I lost my father-in-law, the late Pandit Chandra Bose Shukla, right? I lost so many individuals. So that doesn't mean to say I didn't feel pain too. The mere fact you're a human being, you have to feel pain. And I always mention, if you see this time come and you want to play Mahayogi, right? That, I detach and thing. Then I stood my stuff in your heart. Because we all feel the pains of separation. Feel the pangs of separation. And Nani, she will feel it the most out of everybody. Out of everybody. I don't want to make a statement, don't get me wrong. It's a hard statement to make, but it's a relevant statement. I learned this from my uncle Pandit Balaram. You always mention, in this instance, 58 years. 58 years of your life. Every single day you get to know with somebody next to you. This person next to you. From the time you wake up, you see this person. All over, you see this person. Imagine how that feels inside when all of us, one day, that person not there again. Just think about that now. When I heard that, I think, crawl my blood, boy. You understand? Just think about that. 58 years, you're together with this person every single day. And all of a sudden, boom, that person not there again. And you had to live still. That's the real hard thing to bear, But you know what is the reality? But the whole point about it, this is what we say, when time like these come, you turn to the divine. Right? You turn to scripture, as I mentioned last night. This is what gives us the solace. This is what gives us the motivation, put it that way, so that we can move forward. But as I said, this is inevitable. Inevitable. And just one final part I'll mention here, and especially for the Hindus and also non-Hindus, that sometimes, they say, well, they're going to worship the dead man. In the funeral, they worship the dead man and then came to burn. We don't worship the dead. What you do, purify that which are left behind. If you do analysis, everything, this whole universe is created out of what we refer to as the Pancha Tattva, the 5 elements. Fire, water, ether, earth, air. Everything is created out of that. Everything emanates. Even the unreal, put it that way. The inert, that table. If you break it down to the finest of elements, you're going to see the 5 elements present. So to the human form. But the only difference here now is that the consciousness has left this human form, right? The Jivatma has left the human form. So when you see you offer the water and you do the arati and put the mala in a simple way, you are worshiping the dead man or the dead lady. What it represents, what we do is purify that which is left behind. So when you offer water on the body, it's purification of the water gel element. When you do arati, purification of the agni, the fire element, and so on. So this is important for us to understand. Hindus and non-Hindus. Hindu people don't worship the dead man. We don't worship the dead. We purify that which is left behind. And when the purification of the body, put it that way, this lump of clay, and send it into the fire, right? The chitta as the case may be, and the body is burnt. The ashes are thrown into the ocean or the sea as the case may be, or the river. Each element merge back into each other. So it's a case of returning all the elements back to their respective place. This is what it is. And from a psychological point of view, we see Nana here, right? And from a psychological point of view, what it really represents is the final time in my life, right? I will be able to perform adoration, be able to do arati, be able to offer mala, all these things. So a psychological angle to it too. And we don't have to wait. I always tell people, don't wait to this. When you see this come here, you want to offer all the mala, offer all the flowers, get the brand, the most new hearse that the funeral home has, right? Right? PEJ now I think must be something like that, right? You want to get the brand, the newest one, get the best music. You think Nana hearing anything there? Huh? Nana hearing anything? He's not hearing anything. This is why we always tell people, life is very, very short. You see your parents, mother, father, Nana, Nani, Aja, Aji, and near and dear ones. You see when they're alive, give them all the flowers now. Right? Give them all the food. Give them all the comfort when they're alive. Do it when they stretch out here, lack of a better term. And you want to, I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just making the point. They can't appreciate anything here. Especially to the young ones. I'm speaking to the young ones now. Right? Sometimes you feel too busy. I'm too busy. I have to work. I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a this, I'm the next. I can't carry my mother in the grocery. I can't carry my mother in the doctor. She the lady had a higher car to go. The man as the case to be. Don't do those things. Because the day is going to come when you're going to regret. For the pachatana hey, you hold your head and regret. And when you say, if I only know, who tell you not to know? That's why we tell people, parents made so much sacrifices. Check the amount of sacrifices Nana make. How hard it is as children. Right? I'm not saying it happening here, I'm just making a general statement to make sure that you do everything to make them comfortable. Right? You take time off from work to go and learn with your friend all about. Why can't take time off to go and get a lady by the grocery, or by the doctor, or by the clinic? That's what I'm saying. It may sound harsh and hard, but it's reality. We see it every single day. Every day we see it. So all we're saying is that don't wait for this to happen to any one of us, because it doesn't make any sense then. Makes no sense. This person can't appreciate anything. When they are alive, do everything that you have to do. Give them all your adoration. Give them all your love. Give them all your tears. Give them everything. You understand what I'm saying? Because then they can appreciate it. Because when they're lying here, that's it. They can't appreciate anything. That's just a way of you exposing, put it that way, your own deficiency. Now, in this family, I know that didn't happen. I know that for a fact. I'm just making a general statement. So it's first to catch ourselves, to give myself also, that sometimes we take things for granted. We take your father for granted. We take your mother for granted. Take things for granted. We should avoid taking things for granted. Because when we take things for granted, at the end of the day, we end up regretting. Right? For the pachatana hey, you hold your head and regret, if I'd only known. So I think this is enough for this morning. You know, many more things could be said, but we want to proceed very quickly. So what we'll do at this point in time is we'll perform the Anteshti Karma, which is the sacrifice, put it that way, lack of a better term, making of different offerings, etc. And then we'll take it from there. So while that is in progress, we could have some music, and then we'll move on from there.
विषमोषिणि घोषरते धनुजनिरोषिणि दितिसुतरोषिणि दुर्मदशोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकवर्दिनि शैलसुते Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 शतखण्ड विखण्डित रुण्ड वितुण्डित शुण्ड गजाधिपते रिपुगजगण्ड विदारण चण्ड पराक्रम शुण्ड मृगाधिपते निज भुज दण्ड निपातित खण्ड विपातित मुण्ड भटाधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐरण दुर्मध शत्रुवधोदित दुर्धर निर्जर शक्तिभृते चतुर विचार धुरीन महाशिवदूत कृत प्रमथाधिपते दुरित धुरीह दुराशय दुर्मति दानवधूत कृतान्तमते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
So, devotees, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, member of the family who would like to offer a mala, come then, Nani, come first. Offer a mala, well, not mala really, but put flowers. You know, you can come up. We allow member of the family first, and then afterwards, others will come and do such. So let her come on this side here. So now, devotees, we call upon Ambika Maharaj, who will be performing the eulogy.
Sitaram, everyone. Thanks for coming. Dada, a patriarch, one of the best men to grace this earth. I think we are still all in disbelief that you are gone. On Monday, 26 May, Odeus Krishna Ramjit, better known as Neck, left us to join his family of angels after 79 fulfilling years. Words did not come easily while writing this, because there are just too many to say. yet not enough time. Krishna Ramjit was many things: handsome, loving, quiet, stubborn, funny, sweet, and if I were to stand before you and describe them all, we would be here for a while. Because of whom he was and remained throughout his life, many persons have views on him. However, none was a harsh one. He was always known as a supporter, always there whomever needed him, whether a family or friend. He was a clever man and always had questions to ask or something to say. He was charming and funny and always had a joke or words to lighten a mood and was always ready to go for a drive. It didn't matter where. He was strong in body and mind, dependable and resilient. If there was one thing it was deserving of all the blessings this life could possibly offer. It came to him in the forms of children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and family members. Uncle Neck, or as I called him, Dada, was a loving husband, father, grandfather, uncle, brother, friend, and almost any role he played, he was good at it. He was a provider who ensured that his family lived a happy life and had whatever they needed. He cherished and loved his wife and his girls, who equally doted on him, always fussing and worrying about whether he ate or if he took his medication. He ensured that they all lived happily and comfortable, and he worked hard throughout his life to give his family the world. His marriage, strong for 58 years, always spent harassing Auntie Sheila and making her worry, as his stubborn ways had him doing things he wasn't supposed to or that she thought he wasn't supposed to be doing. She will miss you every day for the rest of her life, but she will carry on your name and legacy until you meet again. I know that she, as well as Auntie Annie and Auntie Angie, are forever grateful for everything that you've done. Every happy, sad, and angry moment that you've given them over the years, they will cherish it forever, just as you cherished them. And they will hold on to memories of you and imagine you present for any milestones that you may miss. Now, Dada had no sons of his own, but he gained some along the way. One literally nicknamed Son, and of course, Uncle Rennell. These two son-in-laws played a huge role in his life, stepping in as the sons he never had and continuing to love and care for his daughters exactly like he would. They supported him, and were always present to help out no matter what he needed, and was with him until the end. He also adopted a few sons along the way in the forms of his nephews, like my Mamu, or as Dada coined him, his personal snack man, who I know looked up to Dada even more so when his own father passed. Dada took up that role in all our lives. For his nephews, for his nieces, they all have fond memories of him riding on the bison cart, so clearly Dada has been loving drives for the longest time. He adopted a few more daughters along the way, my mummy, who he'll now go to meet, and all of his nieces, who I know he cared for deeply, always harassing them and asking them when they're making pillory for him. Dada didn't allow anyone to be left behind. No nephew, no niece, in-law or friend. He took them in as his own. And if it's one thing he's unhappy about, is that he wouldn't be here to celebrate certain milestones of his two other lifelines, his grandsons. Amit and Kiran were the apples of his eyes. His love for those boys knew no bounds. He would sit and wait for Kiran after work each day, opening the gate for him and even filling his water bottle. Always ready to hop in a van or car to go for a drive, and I know that they will miss giving him talks and getting them right back from their old man. Missing him will come in waves, and you will feel it in those milestones, like weddings and graduations that he isn't able to attend. But know that he is watching you with a full audience above, cheering you on always. He knows that you will excel always and will forever be proud of the men you are today, and he was until his last breath and will continue to be. But he left you in good hands with Ari, who he also loved dearly. Coming here now would probably feel so strange without harassing you or making jokes, as that was clearly his love language. Dada, you left behind some siblings, and I know that they are deeply hurt from your loss. It was unexpected and sudden, and they will miss you dearly. They will miss visiting you and all talking with you, spending any time that they could with you, miss harassing you, and I know that they are happy that they got to spend so much years with you, but I know that they wanted to spend so much more. They will love you forever and will forever be thankful for all that you've done with them and for them. They will cherish the memories, the support, the love, the encouragement that you gave them forever. and they will take care of Auntie Sheila, just as she has taken care of you for so long. She has always been there for them and him through their entire marriage, for taking care of him and doing everything in her power to make sure that he was happy as well. And they thank you for that, for all that you've done for them. Dada, you've given them a sister who they will love until she too is with you. Your cousins will also miss you very dearly, and they will feel so strange without being able to banter with you. All of your memories shared with them will be cherished forever until you meet again. And a special mention to his best pal Draco, who I know will miss while playing and spending time with you and will be looking for you everywhere. I'm sure he's currently wondering why Nana is sleeping so late after seeing you. We are all left at a loss. Missing you is something that we will do for a long time. Thank you for everything that you have done, for being the man that you are. You are so loved, and we are beyond thankful that you are now pain-free. I hope that you're taking drive somewhere nice. Rest in peace, Mr. Krishna Arjoon, until we meet again. At this time, the Ramjit and extended family would like to express our immense gratitude and appreciation for all the love and support from everyone here. Thank you very much. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Ambika. So what we'll do at this point in time is while the member of the family continue their arati, we'll perform our final pratna, and then those who would like to come and make your final offerings of flowers, etc. Other individuals, apart from members of the family, you can do so. So I ask all of you to please stand as we perform this final pratna. Yeah. So as I mentioned in the beginning, we are doing a Hindu funeral, so obviously we do Vedic mantras, Hindu prayers, etc. But as we say, all rivers and streams lead to the same ocean. So in your own way, you offer your prayer. So we offer pratna, and then we take it from there. So this bhajan, I'm sure everybody will be able to follow. We will join. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो और कोई न केवन वाला हो फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे एवरीबॉडी जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे एवरीबॉडी जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा तेरा नाम की माला जपत रहा भाव सागर से मोरी नैया भाव सागर से मोरी नैया क्षण में जाय किनार हो क्षण में जाय किनार हो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे एवरीबॉडी जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे विजय महामंत्र Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody chant. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo, Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo, Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo, Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo, Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo, Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo, Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo. Clasp your hands, close your eyes as we offer some powerful mantras as we seek the blessing upon the divine Vishnu Bhagwan, upon the soul of Nana as a continuous life journey. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana Swayam Vyasena Grahitam Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarashinim Bhagavati Mashtadashadhyayinim Ambatma Manusandadami Bhagavati Gite Bhavadveshinim Namosate Vyasa Vishala Budhe Pular Vindayata Patranitra Inatvaya Bharat Taila Purna Prajwarito Jnanamaya Paripaha Prapanipari Tutra Vitraik Pane Jnana Mudraya Krishna Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha Sarvo Upanishado Gavo Dhogda Gopala Nandaha Paratha Vatsaha Suki Sudhir Dhukta Dhuktam Gitamrit Mahata Mukam Karodi Vachalam Pangulam Theti Girim Yat Kripataham Bande Paramananda Marvam Yang Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunvanta Dibbaistaveir Vedehi Sanga Parikramo Upanishadirgayantiam Samaga Dhyana Vasti Targatena Manasa Pashyantiam Yogino Yasyantang Navidhusura Surgana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Gita Shastramidam Punyam Yahapatet Parihat Tapaman Vishnu Paramavapanuti Bhayashokadi Varjitaha Gita Dhyana Shilasya Pranasya Pranayam Pranasya cha Naivam Santi hi Papani Purva Janma Kritani cha Malanirmurchanam Punsam Jalasnanam Dine Dine Sakriti Gita Bhasi Snanam Sansara Malanashanam Gita Sugita Karatavya Ki Maneha Shastra Visraya Yaswayang Padana Bhasya Mukapuda Padadvini Hizritaha Bharatamrita Varashaha Vishnur Vakradine Smitam Gita Gangutakam Pitva Punarjanmana Vidyate Om Namo Bhagavate Vasurevaya Om Anadhini Dhano Devaha Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksha Prita Moksha Kripadova Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Paramanabam Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadesham Megavarnam Subangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanainam Yogi Bhirganagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavaiharam Sarvalokaikanatam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Hiranyagarva Purushaha Vyakta Vyakta Swarupinaha Asya Pritasya Moksharaso Prito Bhava Sarvada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let's clasp our hands as we recite the final prayer. We all join universal prayer. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन प्रीत शांति श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन प्रीत शांति श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन प्रीत शांति ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है. So we have completed this part here. Those others who would like to come make your offerings of flowers, you can do so now, and then we make arrangements to proceed to the Kaini riverbank.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
समस्त भक्त सुखदायिनी
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे